Alright everyone, this is just a quick tutorial on trading with MetaTrader 4 on a mobile device, and this is for Android. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your Google Play Store, your App Store, and you're going to want to search for MT4 or MetaTrader 4. And make sure that you select MT4 or MetaTrader 4, not MT5. So once you see MT4, go ahead and install it. And once it's done installing, go ahead and open the application. And when you first open the application, it's going to open to the quotes tab. So on the lower left here, you can see this icon right here, and that's the quotes tab. And it has all the different currency pairs. Now, if you navigate to the next icon over, these little candlesticks, it'll take you to a currency pair with the candlestick chart, right? So you'll be able to see the live market for whatever currency pair that is. In this case, this is the Euro USD, and this is a 5-minute chart. So we can see the live market even though this is a demo account. Now, if you haven't already logged in, you'll want to go to this icon up here and log into your demo account. So you'll need your credentials. If you don't have a demo account, you can sometimes just set up a new account with MetaTrader 4 just so that you have the functionality and be able to learn how to use it. Otherwise, if you do have a demo account, use those credentials. You'll need to know the server. You'll need to know the trading ID and the password. If you want to set up a demo account, just go to a FOREX broker and sign up for a demo account. And then those credentials you can use to log in to the mobile application. So you can have both the mobile application and the desktop application using the same account. So whether you place the trade on your desktop or your mobile, they'll both be accessible and visible on both the desktop and the mobile device. Now, if we move over to the next tab, which is this icon right here, this is the trade tab. And here you'll be able to see all your active trades. If you have any open trades, they'll show up here, and your balance, your equity, your free margin, your margin percentage. If you have open trades, you'll see a couple extra lines here for margin percentage, and we'll look at that here in just a moment. If you go over to the next tab right here, you'll be able to see your history. So we can see this one started at this balance. This is just a demo account. And if you have any closed trades, they will show up here. And you'll be able to see your balance, trade history, whether you won or lost the trade here in this area. Now, if we move over back to the first tab that we were looking at, down here, the quotes, and we press on a currency pair like we did here, which is pressed on the Euro USD, this pop-up box will appear. And here we can put in a new order, so we can place a trade on the Euro USD. We can open the chart, so we can look at the candlesticks and the live market on that currency pair. We can look at symbol properties, advanced view mode. These are the two that you're going to use most often. So let's go ahead and select one of those options. We'll go to open chart, and you can see it brought us back to this chart where we have the candlesticks. So if we wanted to switch from something other than Euro USD, that's where we would do it. We'd go to the quotes, we'd press on it, and then press open chart, and then it would show us the candlesticks and the live price for that currency pair. Now, if we wanted to place a trade on that currency pair, we could go back to the quotes tab if we chose to do it that way, and we can select new order like we just did here. And that'll bring us to this page where we can see that we are trading on the Euro US dollar, and this is instant execution. So as soon as we press the buy or sell button here, we would be placed into the market. Now you're going to want to place your trade first, right? Press the buy button or press the sell button first, and then set your stop loss and take profit. So let's look to see what that looks like. So first thing we'll do is make sure that our lot size is correct, right? We want to make sure that this is correct. And if that is correct, and we like that 1.00 lot size, which would be $10 per pip, then we can go ahead and press that buy or sell button. You can see here, I believe we pressed the sell button, and it says order is open, and then it navigates you back to this page right here. Let me go back there, right here. And here again, we can see, and this is that tab that we were looking at earlier, we can see our balance, our equity, our free margin, and you can see we have new levels, right? Margin level percentage and margin. And then we can see our open order here now. Immediately once you open a trade, generally it's negative. Part of that is because there's spread, there's a commission that's associated with that trade, so on and so forth. Right here is our entry. We can see that right there. And you'll want to take note of that when modifying this order. So right now we've just entered a trade. Now we got to set a stop loss and take profit for it. And we want to base it on this number right here, 1.21121. Right, so the way we modify that is going to be to click on our open position and modify order. And here it'll bring us back to a page that looks similar to the one where we entered. It had the buy and sell buttons down here. Now it has a modify button down here. And right here is where we would set our stop loss. And right here is where we would set our take profit. And so the way we do that is we just click in one of those areas, like we'll do here. And then we want to change this number to reflect what our take profit will be. So if we're selling in this case, then we want to subtract from wherever we entered, and that will be our take profit. So if we're doing, say, a 5 pip take profit, then we're going to subtract from our entry 5 pips, which is the second to last number. And then our stop loss for a sell, if we're selling, we want the market to go down. So that means that we would add from our entry, and that would represent our stop loss, where we don't want the market to go before it goes down to our take profit. But if it does, then we want to stop the bleeding right then. Now, once we've added those parameters, then we just press that modify button on the bottom, and order is modified, and then it'll take you back to that tab where we had the trade open. And if we click on it again, we can see that our S/L for stop loss is 1.21221, and our take profit is 1.21081. So that is how we would set our stop loss and our take profit. There's other information in here as well, like it'll show you a commission if you have a commission associated with that. Any kind of swap fees or any other fees that the broker may charge will show up here as well. And that's obviously going to count towards your profitability. Now, if we select this icon up here, it'll give us a number of other options. And we want to access the settings if we want to change the way our candlesticks look and the like. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here, but let's go to colors. Let's go to colors for a moment. And under colors, we're going to be able to change the candlesticks for bar up. So I like to make those green. Bar down, I like to make those red. Bull candle, I like to make those green. Bear candle, I like to make those red. And a lot of times I'll change the ask price line to something different than any of the other colors that we're using. So I may be using greens and reds here, which means I may use a pink or something else that'll stand out so I can see the difference in spread on my chart. Just click on it and select the color you'd like. Bar down, we'll make it red. Bull candle, bear candle, ask line, and then at the bottom you'll see where it says done. So we'll hit done, and it'll take us back to the settings page. From here we can navigate to wherever we want to go. So back to the charts, and here you can see that now we have the different color candles. So we've got green candles to represent when the market moves up, red to represent when the market moves down, and now it looks a lot more legible. If we click and hold on our chart, it'll give us this wheel that gives us a couple options. We can change the time frame. So right now we're looking at a 5-minute. We can change it to a 1 hour or a 4 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, or a 1 minute or a 15-minute or a 30-minute. Then we have all these other functions like draw lines and things like that that we can use, crosshairs, if we want to use any of that within this application. Now, if you want to get rid of some of this other riffraff that's on here, like this red line that's going across the candlesticks or this RSI down here, what you'll do is you'll go to this icon right here, and That will allow you to turn on or off any indicators. So you can see indicator window 1, so we can get rid of that, just toss it in the garbage. And that way it cleans up your chart so you don't have all kinds of stuff on there that you don't need. So now we've got a nice clean chart, and if you pinch your screen just like you would zoom in with anything else and you zoom in, it'll make the candlesticks larger. So you can see we're kind of doing that here. And that way you can see more visually, more aesthetically what the candlesticks are doing. You can see that this line represents where the bid price is, and this line represents where the ask price is, and the difference between those two lines would be considered the spread. All right, so that's a quick tutorial on how to trade using the MetaTrader 4 mobile application. Enjoy and happy trading.